And thank you. To the war in Eastern Europe now and humanitarian efforts continuing as Russia continues its attack on Ukraine. Locally, Quinnipiac University priest Father Jordan Linehan just returned from a 10-day mission to the border of Ukraine and Poland.
Today, we are joined by Father Linehan to tell us what he saw and what he experienced. Thank you so much for coming on the 5 p.m. show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so Father Linehan, we know this humanitarian crisis is only growing. You saw it firsthand when you went overseas. What was the experience like for you?
It was unexpected. We thought we would spend our time at the border, myself and Father Joachim Kinney, but in fact, we spent 3 days in Ukraine, in the city of Lviv, getting a sense of the situation from the Ukrainian side. So we saw both the humanitarian dimension as well as the political dimension. And we had opportunities to speak with a variety of people in the city about what was going on. And we left within 24 hours of the Russian missile attack last Friday.
Now, Father, people there are living through this day after day after day, and I'm just curious how they're getting through. What is an average day like there right now?
That's the very interesting thing. I've heard it said before that the ultimate response to this kind of terror is simply to live your life. And I was incredibly impressed with the resiliency of the Ukrainian people because they're living their lives. Restaurants are open, cafes are open, public transportation works. In fact, we returned yesterday early in the morning, and in my mail yesterday, I received this package from Kiev that had been mailed after the fighting had started. And I thought, even in the midst of battle, the post office is still working there.
Wow. All right. So, we're seeing images of obviously Russia's attack, brutal attack in parts of Ukraine. And we're hearing about people in Ukraine who are still stuck there and they're having trouble getting out. What is being done to help people get out who want to leave?
Well, that's a very interesting question because we had the opportunity last Thursday to speak with the person who directs the largest refugee center in Lviv at the arena, and she said that of all of the people that they're seeing that are coming in, only about 5% actually want to move on to Western Europe. So one of the things we learned is that the humanitarian crisis actually is going to have a much larger impact in Western Ukraine than we're seeing among those coming across the border into Poland.
All right, Father Jordan Linehan, thank you for visiting with us here and sharing what you learned over there. We know humanitarian efforts will continue, and hopefully as many people here in Connecticut join in and do their part as possible.
Yeah, important to hear the firsthand experience that you had. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, still to come on the Fox 61 News at 5.